YouTube is showing me something. New timeout links. Okay, got it. Don't care about that. Can you guys hear me? And let me know all that stuff. I have the chat open and the computer next to me, but this is something new. I have AirPods. They feel silly, but I am wearing them. So something to think about. But I do want to know if you guys can hear me. And since I have it pulled up, I have it silent over here. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let's see here. Sorry if my hand's all in the way. Yes, you can hear me? Okay. Oh, yay. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag, so I can see that there's an ad going right now. So obviously I haven't started my own laptop. So thanks for coming, guys. I know it's 1 o'clock right now. All right. So I just want to chat with you guys. It's been a while. When was the last one? Oh my gosh, months ago. Lots going on. Hope you're all safe and sound. I know we're gonna get another horrible bout of rain coming up here, and thank goodness last time it came through, nothing happened here at my house. I swear I have like the leakiest house, but new roof, new windows, no problems. But I know a lot of people were flooded, and that's really bad. So hopefully, this next storm coming through is not going to be a problem for them. I don't know. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, so I'm just here just to chat, craft day, see what you guys are thinking. Did you pick up the today's special? Things like that. I did link in the description box everything that I've reviewed. And then I'm going to review because I know I have some LGS creative ones. I think I only have one left to release. And the things I've purchased myself. So those are affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for doing that if you would like. I know YouTube started their own affiliate program. And I kind of stayed away from it because I was like, I don't know. They have super chats and all these things, and I like even right now you can't super chat me if you wanted to because I feel like it's kind of weird. But I did look into their affiliate program and it's fine. So sometimes you'll see like a little shopping bag on the video, which I didn't know I could link them now as I was going live, which is weird. So the links are in the description box. But if you see the little shopping bag, you can click on that and it'll tell you whatever products I'm using like in the video. So that's kind of fun. It looks really cute, I think. So that's something I'll be trying out going forward, possibly. Hi guys, thank you so much, Lisa and Rosie's Crafty Classroom. Sounds great, says. Thank you so much, Mary Rose, Sharon, my own mom there. Thanks, guys. And Melinda, what do you recommend for today's specials? Best bang for your buck. I'm sorry, Melinda, what do you mean by that? I know today they're having the We Are Makers. Sorry, I'm gonna try to get this out of the way. I'm freezing in here. Like, I don't want to put the heater on in the house because like it doesn't make sense to me. Put the heater on. It's like 80, almost 80 degrees outside today, but it's so coldy in here. So I'm just bundled up in my little um cowl here. I think this is so funny. I love this cowl that I made with the flowers, the crochet flowers. It reminds me of like Mary Poppins, maybe because of like her carpet bag or something. I don't know. Hi guys, hi Tasha. So Melinda had asked, what do you recommend for today's specials? Best bang for your buck. So again, today, oh, the secret sale. Yeah. You know what, Sharon, can you put what the code is there? I haven't been watching, to be honest. I've been making so many videos this morning because, yeah, I got a little caught up. So I had to wake up really early and that's all I've been doing. And then I ordered the things I was going to order anyway already. So I have that going. Linda said, I'm new to crafting and want it all, but can't. Yeah, I know. What would you recommend getting? Oh, okay. That's it. You meant like today's special is just a today special. I'm like, well, it depends on what they're doing. They don't listen to me. I'll tell you that much. I don't know. Okay, so the code is craft happy on HSN. If you type that in, like let's say use my link and you go over there, you can type in the word craft happy or the words craft happy, and it'll take you to a secret sale. So even though you can see those items just on the website, the sale price won't be there for you unless you type in craft happy, and then it'll be like super reduced. Some things are only a couple bucks. They do a really great job with that sale. It's fun. Oh no, Tasha. So she's freezing also, but sadly it's because our house has COVID. I know. Oh my gosh. So bad. Lots going on. Um, I don't know. As far as what new crafters need, if you're looking at machines, I always say, get the biggest machine you can afford, basically, because honestly, you're never going to regret, like, oh, I have this big machine. right? Because it's gonna cut everything. But, like, the marquee, I think is great. I think 95% of the things I cut fit in a machine that size, like, that has, like, a 4 or 5-inch opening, 6-inch opening, like, on the, Spellbinders Platinum machines, like the Platinum 6, things like that. I don't know. The best paper you can afford, again, I used to always pick up really, like, low quality Michaels paper whenever I first started out, and I still have tons of it, and after I grew out of that, it's like, I don't like it, so I still have it because I don't wanna part with it, but at the same time, it doesn't do anything for me. So, again, everything I would say is just the best for your budget, right? Is the most important thing. Dyes, you know, I love my dyes. I have way too many. Like, behind me, you're only seeing 1 row of, like, the diamond press things. There's a whole other 2 stack, 3 stack row above my head over here on this thing. These are all full of dyes. I mean, there's tubs full of dye, well, not tubs, but, like, those kind that you open up, the little crates, full of dyes and stamps and things like that. I mean, everyday ones are always really nice, but the big purchases, yeah, I would say your machine is just get the biggest one that you can afford, and then you go from there. Um, Lynn says she got all sorts of odd items into the secret sale. Yeah, so as far as okay, Renee, sorry, the secret sale price. Okay, cool, thank you. Um, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the chat, but I know that's kind of boring for you because I'm like da 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 da. Trying to make sense of what I'm looking at. Oh, okay, yeah. So Nancy Johnson says, Denise, the magnetic circle didn't come in time, should be available February 5th. Um, you guys are talking about the crafters, I mean, I'm sorry, the diamond press circle cutter? Is that what we're talking about? Got tons of other stuff too. All of the DP. What about magnetic circle? Okay, so what's interesting about that, I don't know if you want to, I guess you can call it magnetic circle. Um, it will be available later, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not going to say too much. I have something coming up possibly with Diamond Press, possibly with HSN. We will see. I hope. Really hoping it works out. And I'll use it then too, but the circle cutter won't be available, I think, until February 5th. Is that what that's what I'm understanding, and that's what Nancy put there. And yes, it's magnetic, but I know in the image you might have seen like 2 little magnets with it. Those little magnets won't be in the bundle. It's just the circle cutter itself, obviously the mat, and then I think there's like a ruler or whatever else it comes with. Just not those 2 little purple magnets that you saw in there. Actually won't be in the kit. And I just want to talk about that now, make that clear. But yeah, so it's just yeah, exactly. Denise says, "What's February 5th?" Yeah, I don't know. With Diamond Press, I do my videos, and I was like, "Hey, I haven't seen the circle cutter or one other set." Oh, this little guy. Um, on the site yet, because they released all these other things, and they said they're going to hold it till February 5th. So I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead. It's only a week from now. If that's another craft day or just the craft hour or like those Tuesday things that Suzanne does, I don't even know what day February 5th lands on. Sorry, guys. But oh, I do want to say really quickly. I was going to say at the top. I always talk about price drops, and I usually put that info like in the title of the video, like, oh, there's gonna be price drops on HSN, once I've seen them. With Dime Press, the only one that dropped was the Easter basket set. So if you picked this up yesterday, let's say, today the price I believe is like a few dollars less. So you can chat online with HSN, you can call them, and they'll refund you the difference plus tax. So the only one with Dime Press that fell is that one. And I didn't notice that any of the Anag Griffin ones that I purchased, yesterday were lower today. I think it's the same pricing. So they didn't really do much of that. At least that I saw. I don't think I picked up anything Crafters Companion this time around either, or at least haven't yet. And I am so sorry. Some people who are new to shopping the HSN, I guess when I made my short video yesterday saying, oh, the craft cart's already open, they assumed that meant for like the whole craft time, like for today's craft day. And I'm so sorry. It's per day. So 750 cart for that day, for the next day. Sometimes they'll still do it tomorrow, but it'll be a new 750. So I'm really sorry that I guess I misspoke on that. I just meant like it's available. Like you can use it today. Obviously, you can get it tomorrow, but it's 750 per day. Sorry. If there's a question, really big question, and then I'll try to answer it that way. Thanks for the info. Went away for the circle. I know. I really wanted to play with it to show you guys, but I was like, okay, I'll just wait. I do have it right here. Like literally, it's right here, like 3 feet away from me. But haven't opened it, and we'll do that very soon. Supposed to be HSN. What happened here? Will DP fix the die? Oh, I'm so sorry, Shireen. Okay, so I released that video. Like honestly, you guys, when you see a video, I probably worked on it an hour or two ahead before that, before releasing it, because that's just how I work. Because I got to get them out. So I have not had a chance to email Dye and Press about it. I'm assuming they know. I don't know that they know, but I will let them know for sure. Because yeah, I mean that is a bummer, especially because it's such a cute little chocolate. Um, the little chocolate Easter bunny. Only other time that happened was a while back with a set from, Local King, and I let Lisa know, and she knew about it. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that wasn't meant to go out to you." She was supposed to send the correct one because she had already corrected it. It's just that some of her bundles still had, like, the old dies, so, like, it's just mirrored. And it must be when they go to manufacture it, they're sending digital images and they didn't reverse it or somebody didn't reverse something, obviously. Something happened there. Okay, so Sheila says she bought the thermal cinch. So I know you guys like to talk about the today special or what we're thinking, what you're doing, if I'm getting it. And I didn't get it. And it's not because I don't think it's going to work. Because honestly, I know sometimes, there'll be issues with things that don't quite work or whatever it is. But with the We Are Makers uh, electric cinch or whatever they're calling it, I'm sure it works because I had something very similar to it. And you guys can remind me. There was a machine, Our Story, My Story. Maybe Provocraft, the people that make Cricut, or are they the ones that made it? I can't remember. I only got rid of it after I moved to this house 'cause I remember having it here and then I sold it, I suppose. Like the whole bundle. It was all the books that went with it. And it's very similar where it has like a glue strip thing. You put it in there and it warms up basically and it holds the papers. You guys remember that? And Lynn said she had it too and it didn't stay. Okay, well, and I might have made one or two books just to show it on my old channel because this is how long ago that I had that. So I'm assuming it's very similar and I'm sure it works. I'm sure it's fine. It's just not for me. I didn't really do anything with the other one that I had, and it would just be something that I would pick up just to review it and then have it sitting here. So I don't know. Yeah. KM Scrap says she had that bookbinding machine as well. Yeah, I don't remember. Thank you, Judy. Hi. Says nice seeing your live stream. Yeah, it's just something I'm not going to use. I already know that, but I'm sure it works because that's what it does. Just warms up that glue. you know, I don't see why or it would be any different from other machines that did the same kind of thing. Yeah, so Nancy's saying she had one of those and never used it. And I just have to be real with myself, to be honest. Because I would have grabbed it. Honestly, when I saw it a couple days ago, I was like, maybe I should get it. And I'm like, I'm looking at my craft room and all the destashing I've been doing and all the rearranging. And I was like, I don't. But if that's something you like, I'm sure it works. Like I said, the technology is, I'm sure it works. Are you guys hearing a clicking? Because I know my scarf keeps touching like my headphone and I don't want to bother you guys with that. But Cami says she remembers that. Yeah, My Story, Our Story, something like that. It was like white and blue, the machine. Super similar. Okay, thank you, Shireen. Because I feel like I can hear it and I'm like, if it's bothersome, I'll tuck this away more, but so coldy. Let's see. Could you give us the dimensions of the DP ink pads? Oh, somebody had asked about that and I didn't get back to them because I just hadn't had a chance to measure it, but also where am I measuring it? So let me grab them and you guys can see all this stuff back here. So what happened was in a different video, I showed you guys the teal set and I measured it and I let you guys know that I think it's like, yeah, almost 6 inches as a octagon. It's actually 5 3/4. And I forgot to mention that in the video. That's why I don't like opening things and going through them before it's time because then I already talked about something else over there and then I forgot to bring it up over here and all that. So I probably shouldn't have brought it up, but that's okay. So let me open this up and we can get a measure. You guys want to know how big these are? Like the individual thing? Did I freeze or is that just this? Okay, good. How do I measure this, you guys? It's like 2 3/4 from the top to the very tip. How deep? Okay, well, let's see. 3.5 in this direction. I mean, the depth of like the depth of this by itself or all together. What are we looking for? Because I do have all the colors, and it is, if I stack them all together, it's going to be like 1.5 feet high. So I do have 2 piles, like 2, stacks, should I say. Like this thing is almost 1 inch deep. It's almost 1 inch deep. There's no way for me to stack them all and combine them and let you know that information because I just don't think it's going to happen. But like I said, I have them in 2 piles or 2 stacks, and it looks like they're less than a foot deep. So I would say less than a foot if you are stacking them all together. Even though I said a foot and a half, but less than that. This is like 1¼ inches deep. So if you can imagine, the other one kind of comes in a little bit. I don't know if that gives you any info. So about an inch each one. Yeah, I would say so. Because that makes sense. Because I'm looking at like 6 of them, and it's about, I would say, just over half a foot tall. Sorry. Hopefully that answered that. I don't know. Thank you, Nessa. Hope you're doing well also. Destashing, I know. It's so hard because then my husband's like, just get rid of this stuff. I'm like, no, but I want to. If someone can use this instead of just giving it to like the Goodwill that I know that someone like you could use it, I'd rather do that. There are some smaller things that I'll just destash and that's fine. Like I'll take to the Goodwill because it's little, but big paper packs or machines, I'm gonna get rid of my foil press, things like that. Only because I have the glimmer and I don't need both. Again, I'm just trying to reduce what I have in here, and I'm like, um, but I'm not ready to destash that because I do have a replacement plate for the foil press, and it's in here somewhere, and I need to find that before I sell it. That way I can sell it all together. And any plates that might go with it. I don't really have it all together. No, okay, those are big. Are they worth it in your opinion? Jen is asking about the inks. I think it depends on you. I like the system. I think it's really cute because I recently picked up a lot of LGRS ones, and they don't really stack on each other, and I don't know how to put them away other than having a big thing to put them in. So I really love the way they put it together, the way it has like that extra lid to keep everything nice and juicy and all that. And I did get some comments from people saying, "Oh, they look really dry," or "Oh, they look dry," or that kind of thing. It's that was my bad. And I even said in the video, like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing a good representation of showing them because of the way I was streaking them. Like you can see, like with these guys, and we're talking about the Diamond Press inks, guys. That's juicy. And all I did with this one, I just like pushed it on there and lifted it up. So I mean, that's pretty juicy. On the ones where I streaked them across, yeah, it started off juicy, and then it, did this because I'm like pulling it, and it probably wasn't the most fair representation. So then I thought, oh, that was silly, but I already did the work, and I just left it at what it was. So I don't know. This one I kind of pounced it so you can kind of see better, I think, how juicy they are. I don't know. So I'm sorry if I gave the wrong impression, but they're pretty good. And then I used them in the Easter video. Hopefully you saw just inking and stamping, and they're nice and dark. I don't know. Well, some of them are light colors, but what I mean is like opaque. Like it did really well. Have some DP boxes as well. Got my granddaughter. Sorry. Yes, Nessa says she donates her items like to local school, family center in her village. Yeah, it's great. Hello. Also, Pasadena, California. Now we're gonna get some rain coming. I know the binders are so cute. She just loves the boxes and now the binders to match. I still have the one binder here, and then just my boxes back here. Tons of them. Can you do a destash video? Oh, Shireen, I don't know. Sometimes these things are just, I gotta get it done. I know I've done things where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go through this case or this whatever item. Right now, maybe once I get a handle on it, then we can talk about that. But for me, it's just, is it repetitive? Am I really gonna use it? I'm telling you, it hurts me. I don't like it. Because then later I'm like, oh, like over here I have all these things from like the scrapbook expos I used to go to like 10, 15 years ago, and don't use them, but like I don't want to get rid of them. Like stamps and dies. Yeah. Nessa says hard to part with some stuff even though you won't use it. I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, so that's a good question. So Lisa's and Lisa afterwards, Lisa Adams asking, oh no. Can you tell from the outside rim what the color palette is when stacked? I was just gonna say I would probably write on the side like reds or whatever, just so when you look at it from the side, but you can see the colors. You know what I'm saying? So I think you have a pretty good idea. I stacked mine Roy G. Biv, and then black, brown, teals, pinks, and then the warms and cools. So Roy G. Biv over here, and then the extra ones that I call extra that aren't the Roy G. Biv ones on the other side. So you can definitely see what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? But I would probably take a Sharpie and just write in here, or a label maker. I don't know that I have a label maker that makes a label that thin. You know what I'm saying? This is maybe a 1/4 inch, but maybe you can trim it down right after you've typed it or print it out and stick it on there. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna get snow in Lake Tahoe or yeah. So that's what they're saying, that storm that's coming through is gonna bring a lot of snowpack too. So that's good because we need that for later, but let's see. When Jen says, when you do sell things, where do you sell? I'm going to donate to a church, but have some things to sell. Okay, so Jen, I usually sell mine on Store Envy. Now, the reason I can do that though is because I think, I have an online presence. Obviously, I have my channel and I can talk about it, and the things sell out in a couple of minutes, hours sometimes. So if you don't, it's really hard to direct people there, or for people, I don't know that people go to Store Envy to look for craft items. So, but it's just STORENVY, and you can just make an account. It's like Etsy, or it's like anything else. But on Etsy, I don't think you're supposed to really sell used items, right? I think maybe if it's vintage or something like that, but they don't really just want you to sell things like that. So on Store Envy, it's not like eBay. It's not like a thing. You just put the item with pictures and you sell it. I like to offer up locally if it's something big. I'll do offer up, and that always works. And that's not because I talked about it here. I don't even think you guys know I have an offer up, but my refrigerator or this, or I just like things to go. Like when I sold my washer and dryer when I got here, that was already washer and dryer, and they were still great. And I was just like, 150 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever, just come get it. And it sold, really fast. So they're perfectly good, washer and dryer. I just like to give pricing so it just goes. Let's see. And I learned that just from all the military moves. It's like, yeah, I can probably ask for a couple $100 or a few hundred. It's just, I'm not trying to haggle. So it's what it is. It's a good price. We're done. Oh, that's so great. Joan says she pulled out her Valentine swaps from last year. Having fun with them. So have I. Like all these cute little things, and the colorways are always pretty much what I like. So it's been fun to work with them. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Let's see. They're making a new crafting group at the VA. Oh, that's great. Like the local VA. That's really good. Yeah, we got to destash. And I think I do this every time spring starts coming around. You're just like in the winter time, you're doing all this stuff, and then the holiday crafting, and then it's just like, I got to clean up. Got to do some stuff. Oh, and this is also, I always kind of have this background. It's not really a background. This is, my table's in front of me right now. So if I was to be making a video, I'd be over here. And this is just behind me. And I just kind of cleaned it up and obviously put my boxes and all these things so that I just have a nicer background to do more lives, hopefully. And is it too busy? I mean, this is basically what we look like, right? We're crafters. Like, I don't, you know. um, let's see. Are you going to buy the thermal cinch? Oh, Lisa, we just talked about that. Yeah, no, I'm not going to, but I don't think it's a problematic machine. Like they've had technology like this before, and this is so much later. I'm sure it's just as good, or if not better. I would hope. Sue, I'm not asking. I'm not asking. Not sure what you're asking. What are the colorways of the inks? I have a whole video on them, so if you want to check that out, or what are we talking about? Because other than that, again, rainbow color, like reds, oranges, yellows, that way, and then black colorway, brown colorway, warms, cools, pinks, and teals. Because pinks and teals is kind of hard to kind of squeeze in with the reds and blues, I guess. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Oh, hi guys. Hey, Rhonda. Haven't seen you in a while. Since I haven't been doing the swaps, like I don't see my buddies as often, or at least saying hi, as much as we did before. Nice and colorful background. Thanks, Joan. I know it's, I craft. What do you want me to do? I think this thing that you're seeing up here, where is it? Oh no, it's over here. It's reversed. Oh, this is the some paper I just decided to put there, and then a Crafter's Companion box that I haven't worked on. I think it's the baby box, maybe the spring one. I don't know. They just released the Gemini 2 though box. I think it's already on its way to me, so that's good. Like the 4th auto ship of that. Is what they are called. Sue Holohan is what they're. Oh yes, so sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know. People ask me that a lot of times. Don't worry about what I'm saying. If I say like a color palette or a colorway to me means like what you're using. Like let's say coral and like a fern color and like whatever cream. Like that's the colorway that you're using. Like the colors you're using. That's all it means. And people ask me that a lot, and I'm like, I don't even know where I heard that or where I got that or why I say that. To be honest, I don't even know if it's an actual thing, but I always say colorway. Sorry. Let's see. Cammy says, "Is crafted sure all rooms look like yours? Mine does." Do I do any Zoom tutorials? Nessa is asking. No, I don't. I am working on something right now because, like I said, there might be an opportunity coming up here to do something kind of like a live crafting. And so I need to get some stuff working on that. I know with like LDS Creative, Angie, she does a crafting like every Thursday, and she's invited me to like, do side by side, like while she's on there, and then I can patch in. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so old school. Like, even doing this makes me like nervous. I feel silly wearing these headphones. I just got them. If you guys had seen on Amazon when they sent me one earbud in an open case, ridiculous. Um, oh, thank you, Isabel. And so they sent, so I'm doing this, and then there's like switching like from seeing my face to seeing my hands, that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know any of that stuff. My husband's helping with it, and then I'm like, you know what, just don't. Like, I don't know, it's too much. I'm like, it needs to be easy, it needs to be super easy. If it's all these things and screens and I need like 3 or 4 different things to get this to work with the different angles, it's too much for me, oh, thank you. Yeah, she says you're natural. So, I would love to work with that with Angie, and this was like a while back. I told her, let me look into it. If I ever get it worked out, I will definitely do something like that with you. It'd be fun, right? But yeah, so we're trying. So hopefully very soon you'll see something a little special. I think before that happens, I would have to do like a run through here with you guys just to see how it would look from me talking to you, going to my hands, the 2 different screens, and then doing some kind of live crafting, which I know I don't do a lot of, which is silly because honestly, when I get review items, I just open it. Like right now, I just finished up a little bit ago this card, and I wasn't thinking about it. Like I just open it and do it. So I'm like, yeah, I think we can do some live crafting. But this is the LDS Creative boutique die set, super cute, and I just made it with like a little bakery scene. But there's that. So you guys, what did I just say? You guys will see that video later today. Thank you, Sush. It's great seeing you live again. Uh, yeah, exactly, Nessa. Thank you. She says, do what you enjoy, not more stressful. And that's basically what it is. There's been opportunities, you guys, that have passed up, and I think anybody would really love to do those things. But it's just, I have to be real. Like, I still have, kids and things and other things that I need to take care of before I start doing these other things that I don't know. Which I guess in a way I hold myself back, which isn't great. But it's not, I don't see it as holding myself back. I see this is fun, and I'm gonna do what's, chill, and what's good and what's fun for all of us. So hopefully soon things, maybe I'll start branching out a little bit more. If those opportunities are still there. That's the thing. I mean, I always feel like when you say no, it's like they were gonna come back. I don't know. But anyway. Mary says you do great all the time. Thank you so much. Oh, hi Dee. This is her first live. Thank you, Julie. It's been a while. She says that's how she. Oh no, she feels working on card making sometimes. You know what? That light went out, but it's not too bad, is it? Let me turn it back on. It's like, you know what? You've had enough. Sorry, guys. It's like it's time to go. I'm not sure why that turned off. Let me see. Is it too warm? No, it's fine. Oh well, we'll see. Working on cards. Sometimes she tells herself, Shireen, just do it. You just need to do it. I know. And then my husband's like, always encouraged me to do, more things. But I'm like, let's see. Oh, thank you, Dee. Crafted. I'm sorry, I have this in my hand. I'm clicking it. Put that down. Let's put it down. She says she watches all my videos. They're very good. Oh, thank you. I know I've been doing more crochet ones, and honestly, in the past, whenever I did a crochet video, they take a long time, and then it's the editing, and then a couple hundred people watch them, and I'm like, I don't know. And even though it's very important to me for those couple hundred people that watched, like that's great. So I kind of keep that to myself. That's more of my craft that I do every day, like on my couch. Well, actually, I do this stuff every day too, but I just keep it kind of to myself. But I've been making more videos, and right now, I guess because I was using those, what are the things called? Knitting machines, I literally like 500, 600, 700 more people signed up or subscribed, should I say, to the channel. So hopefully I'll do more of those things. And if you guys enjoy it, that's great. I know mostly I'm a paper crafter, so you'll see that more than anything. Oh, thank you. Rook Deb Poi, maybe? It says her first live too, and it's so great to see you. That's really nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I always appreciate when you guys show up, especially with something like this. We have like almost 150 people here because I'm just chatting with you. If you want to hear my thoughts on things, or if you have questions, I would love to answer them. Um, yeah, Nessa says enjoying what we do is more important than doing more, and that's yeah, for sure, for sure. And then some of these opportunities did take up like family time, right, or things I have to go to do, and it's just I would love to, but it's just nah. Sometimes it doesn't work out, yes. Trina says she enjoys my food videos, but will watch any. And I'm sorry if I'm looking that way. It's because I have to look at this other. I'm looking at my computer because the chat on my phone goes so fast, and it just goes away. Then I don't get to see the comments. I should probably do more front and center. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Andrea is asking what I think or my comments on the cinch machine. But like I said, I'm not picking it up for myself personally, but it's bound to work. Like I said, it's kind of an older machine, something we've done in the past, and I don't know if they're saying it's like a new thing, but it's basically something we've seen before, so I'm sure it works. I don't see that being a problem. It's just for me, I know I'm not going to use it or very often or at all, so I just skipped on that. I did pick up the Anag Griffin shoes, finishing school. I'm like shoes. But the first one's cute. I mean, the wingtips are cute. The other, I'm like, okay, we'll see. I need to see how dimensional it is when I actually have it and we're making them because that might make a difference. But they look pretty cute. I'm like, why not? Something different. Um, let's see. Sorry, family's more important. I know, I know. I don't know if you know. Oh well, first of all, my name is Vianney and VianneyCreates, and I hardly ever say my name because I don't really say, hey, it's Vianney. Like I just don't. But that's how you pronounce my name, Vianney. And if you don't know me, I have 3 kids. Maybe not so much kids anymore. I have a 23-year-old, a 14-year-old. Those are both sons, and my little one Miranda. She's 9, and Dorian and Diego. Diego's the oldest. And so yeah, I know how fast it goes. Especially when I see the older one and then the little one. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Lisa says she's been very good trying to stick to her budget. Trying to use up all the card kits. Yes, for sure. Um, what do I think of today craft events on HSN? So, Crafty Bee's asking, what have I thought about? I'm all tongue tied. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to look today. I did tune in at midnight ish, just to see a couple things, whatever I could see, and it's not midnight my time; it's 9 o'clock my time, which is when I get the kids to bed. So it was just kind of like really in and out. But I will sit and watch after we're done here because I want to watch some of it, and I always like to see what's going on, right? I already shopped. So like I said, I already have the links in the description box of things that I picked up plus the things that I reviewed. Question, can you see the color of the DP ink pads white? Yes. Okay. So Jean's asking a question we'd shown earlier. Look at this. So this is the pink set, I'm pretty sure. And you can see on the side the inks. Let me grab a few of them so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 6 of them, and then there's another 6. So if I have them stacked like this, and this is the basic colors, the Roy G. Biv, kind of colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I mean, I can see on the side, but I had mentioned maybe taking a Sharpie and writing red, or a label maker and just trimming it down a little bit so it can stay on there. Yeah. Oh, so he says, oh, wow, I thought you only had 2 kids. Yeah, I mean, I have 2 little, well, kids, I guess. I don't know if they're little. So I'm sure my Dorian, my 14-year-old, wouldn't like to say he's little. He's actually taller than me now. And recently he's been working on bulking up, how these boys get into whatever weight training and stuff. So my husband, of course, loves that. That's the kind of thing he likes to do. So Melinda, the code is craft happy on HSN. If you guys want to type that in and see the deeply discounted items they have in there. And Nessa says she has 3 kiddos, 36, 35, and 25. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you did you see that? They look so pretty. I love this part here. What I should do is probably put them in a way so that the darker colors are on the same edge, That'd be fun. I wasn't looking at them that closely. Thank you. Debbie says she's enjoyed all your videos. A visual learner, I've learned so much from you. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I know. It's funny you say that because I started making a purse, like a mochila. It's a Colombian thing. I think maybe Venezuelan too, from a certain tribe out there, Mochila Wayu, the Wayu people. And I was watching this lady's tutorial, and she doesn't write things down. She's just saying it. So I'm doing. I mean, this is rounds and hundreds of rounds of crochet, and then she stopped the tutorials on that bag right towards the top and hasn't come back and said anything about it for like 4 months. And I'm like, ah. So it's funny because I kept up with her. It's fine, or like pausing and looking at the what she's doing, kind of like looking at the image, and I figured it out. So now I'm just gonna finish the rest of like what I feel like I should do, I guess, because she's moved on. She's doing other things. So hopefully I never leave you guys hanging like that. Because I was like, what is happening? And she always talks about she's like, oh, just step by step, and you know me, and this, and it's in Spanish on top of that. So I'm watching the whole thing. Obviously, I speak Spanish, but still, it does add a little something else to that. I just realized I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, you guys. Hope no one calls and boots us off. But yeah, so hopefully it's been okay. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Nessa. She says, I love your speaking voice, not too fast and so clear with good instructions. That is so funny. I'm going to put this down real quick. That is so funny you say that, Nessa, because most people comment that I talk too fast and I should get to the point. I'm not gonna say most people. New people. Whenever my channel starts getting new subscribers, something I showed was like something people cared about, and it started getting more people in, and that's what I start hearing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm 45. I'm never gonna talk any slower. Like this is me. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna prepare, and I'm not gonna speak any slower. And that's just how I do it. And if I talk about, you know, the crows that are on top of my house making all this racket, then that's just part of the tutorial, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. Ness says, love your delivery. um, so Kathy's asking if I tried the Stamps by Me layered stencils and dies, and yes, I have. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 videos on them, but I know for sure there's one that's like a peony type, where it's like the stamp, the die, the embossing folder. Is there one more thing? Is there one more layer? Oh, stencils. Really awesome. She's such a nice lady too, and we were gonna do something, and I was gonna be working with her on some stuff, and I need to check in back on that because I really like her stuff. Tony, is that her name? Tony Darrow? Tony. I feel like Tony. So hopefully sometime soon here. That'd be really nice. Let's see. Rhonda says, "Hey, you been working on your craft room, getting shelves." Girl, I know. I said I was gonna do that last year. That was gonna be last year's project. No. And so now that my husband's like, okay, if you're gonna start doing this, more lives or live crafting or other things, then we need to get that going. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We'll get it going at some point. A lot of times too, as far as my speaking voice, I'm making videos early in the morning and I try to keep the kids asleep. And so I'm talking kind of quietly and maybe I'm a little more soothing than other times. I don't know. Gina says she's really tempted by a couple of the Stamps by Me sets. They're really great. They're great quality stuff. Everything I've picked up from them before has been really, really nice. Debbie says your delivery is real, and that makes it like you're crafting with us and our crafting. And that's what I hear from a lot of people. And to be honest, yeah, I mean, you're crafting with me. That's why I'm talking the way I am, right? I'm like, what do you guys think? I'm literally just talking to myself, but that's how I feel about it myself. Oh, thank you, Sharon. So you're honest, period. I'm retired military. I think I'm trying to be a little more tactful in that. Not like, oh, I'm gonna say what I think, but maybe a little nicer. I used to get comments people were like, well, if you don't like it, then why did you this or that? And I'm like, well, it's not that I didn't set out thinking I'm not gonna like it, right? So I don't know what to tell you. And you guys can tell in my voice if something is something I really like or if it's just kind of like, okay, or what I might think, through that way also. But that's just one opinion. That's the other thing. That's just one opinion, girls. Just. Oh, that's cool. Dee's Crafty Studio says Tony lives in a town about 15 minutes from me. Her stamps are amazing. They really are. No, she does really great. Thank you, Sue. Hey, LQ. It's a Laqueta, right? Hopefully I remember that. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you, Shireen. She says, please give a thumbs up on this live. I know. I think in my videos I run something at the bottom that says please subscribe and like or something or subscribe, but I generally don't say that. Again, we're just here having fun. Network says your voice definitely tells the story. Yeah. That's how my sister-in-law used to always say it. She's like, "I could always tell what you're thinking, even if I'm like, oh, like, mm, I don't know." As they say, you wear your heart on your sleeve, right? I think I do that. Question: what is the magnet circle cutter? Okay, so Dusty's asking about the circle cutter. It's a circle cutter that Diamond Press came out with. It was supposed to be available yesterday, today, but it won't be available, I think, until February 5th is what we're looking what we're thinking here. I think that's what Diamond Press said when I asked them about it, where it was, because obviously I have a video for it, or to do my video for it. I haven't opened it yet since it's going to be put off. I'm like, okay, well, I'll worry about that later. So I haven't gotten to it, but it's a circle cutter. It just makes circles in all like different sizes from whatever the guide can do, right? As far in and out. So smaller circles all the way out to the edge of the guide. We'll talk all about that whenever I open it and play with that. Thank you, Nessa. Thanks, Christy. She says, I always enjoy your videos. Rhonda says she loves the knitting videos because of you. And I now have a knitting machine. Oh, that's so funny. Thank you. And and they can be a struggle, but it really honestly is. And I know people don't want to hear that. I feel like it's user error and my user error. Like if I put something in the machine doesn't like, why am I still trying to do it? As soon as it starts dropping stitches and you're like, you know what? It doesn't like this yarn. Move on to a different one and it'll be better. I promise you. Or the tension, right? Change your tension. Um, like I said, unless it's completely broken, something with the machine, then it's definitely what you're putting in there, and the machine doesn't like it. And they're picky. The machines are picky, so there you go. Yes. So Sharon, I've seen things on Create and Craft. I don't know if you can actually buy them. Have you bought things Create and Craft in the U.S.? Because I've seen their stuff, or like I'll try to go on their site or whatever, and it's kind of weird. It looks more like a blog. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't understand. Anyway, maybe I'm looking at the wrong spot or something. Dee says you can buy from her too. I'm assuming you mean Stamps by Me's own website. Yeah, a lot of these companies they have their own website. I mean, obviously Diamond Press, Crafts Companion, Anag Griffin, LDS Creative. They're not just found on HSN. Interestingly enough, there's more and more Spellbinders items, or there are more and more Spellbinders items on HSN too. So if there's something that might have sold out, you might want to check there. And I forget to link it because it's not everything. It's just like here and there things that they'll have on HSN. So I hardly ever go there to grab links to put it in when I'm doing a Spellbinders video, but they will have some of the new collections and some other items. I know Joan. She says you should do a segment sometime with Miranda. I don't know. YouTube has their weird little rules with like kids being in videos, and I don't know how I feel about it yet either. And so I just don't do that. I know I've been having her like wear like the cowls and stuff like that because it's just like a picture or a quick snippet, but not really focused on her. You know, I don't know how that works here, and I don't want it to be like misconstrued and then take my whole channel because whatever they have different rules. Let me see here. Okay, so Network says she's purchased from Create and Craft, so that's awesome. Watching your videos, my husband recognized your voice last time he was himself because he said your name right. Oh, thank you. I hear that a lot. A lot of times people will be like, "Oh, my husband and I, like very they recognize your voice." That's so funny. HTCN don't have TV, so website. I don't know what HTCN is. That what we were talking about? I don't know. For Korean craft, there's something little something buzzing around here. Do you ever buy Gina K's craft supplies? I don't think I have anything Gina K, which is weird. So long time ago, like in 2009, I had a different channel, and everybody was kind of a smaller channel then. But I feel like she was also one of the first people. I remember there was a lady I used to watch, and I don't remember her name anymore. That did like cricket videos. What was her name? And I really liked hers, but Gina K is one that she definitely took off, so that's awesome. But I don't think I have even a stamp set of hers, unless somebody sent me something. Like sometimes people will gift me a little something, but I don't think I have any of her stuff. But I love her designs, so pretty. So the Craft Bee says she used to buy stuff from Create and Craft, but that has been a few years back when it was easier to order from them. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I went on there and I was like, what is happening? I couldn't really navigate the site, so I was like, just forget it. Sylvia says, please do more of the knitting videos. Such chicken. and haven't used the one that she got a while back on Amazon. I know, and they can be intimidating. Like I said, these machines, I even have the big one, like the long kind that you attach to your table, and then I have the extensions for it. I think it's called like the something knitting machine. I can't remember. They used to have it at Michael's. They might still have it there. And it works really well, and then sometimes it doesn't, and then I don't even know what I was doing with it, so I still have it, and it's in my garage, and it's still in the box, like, I put everything away nicely, but, like, I'm sure some people would love to have it because it's just a fun machine if it's working for you. And that one's really cool because that's very delicate and, like, needles that come out and in and out and in, and you go, "Root, root, root," to make it work. I just didn't know what I was doing with the panels. I'm like, "What am I even" I don't know, it was something I was interested in. It was like a splurge for me back in the day because it's pretty expensive. Um but these machines, they can be intimidating, right? But just try it. I mean, nothing's gonna happen other than it just doesn't work out, Just let it go and do it again or try something else. Deborah says, Hi, Vianney, I used to love to craft and I used to watch you all the time, but I have gone off of it. But I pray that I get back into it. If I don't, how do I sell everything that I have? Well, there's plenty of people here, I'm sure, that like to see some of those things. But Deborah, like I was saying earlier, I sell my items on Store Envy, but you really have to have people looking for that. I don't think people go to Store Envy very often to look for craft items, but maybe we should. Maybe you guys should check it out. Go storeenvy.com and start looking for crafting items, and maybe you'll see folks posting things there. I like Store Envy because they didn't have fees, but then they started charging fees, or they'll charge the person who bought the item fees, like 99 cents or something, and that's a nominal fee. Okay, fine. But then it was just weird. So I haven't done it in a while, but I think their interface and the way that it works is pretty good. I like them. I haven't tried Etsy. Well, that's not true. I did open an Etsy a long time ago and didn't really put anything on it. I know people are asking if I'll sell like my different items I was making. I'm like, really? Because I don't know. For me, it's just something I threw together for myself, and if it's not perfect, I'm okay with that. But I feel like if you're gonna sell it, even if it's handmade, it has to be pretty good. So I don't know. Marie's asking if I'll be hosting any swaps anytime soon. Probably not. I'm not planning on it. I really enjoy doing them, and I loved like having you guys come together and all that kind of stuff. So maybe, but right now is not the time. Right now I have something coming up, hopefully, and then we planned a trip to Hawaii in February, and I will let you guys know it's on Alaska Airlines. My husband and I are like, oh no. And then the jet that is taking us out there is the Max 9, right? The one that had the door problem. So I was just like, oh gosh, I didn't want them to cancel the flight because it was like a really good deal. That's why we're going, because otherwise I wouldn't do it. An amazing deal. And this was months ago. And on the way back, it's a different plane. So I'm like, why don't they just put us on the same plane that they're using for the way back? Because these planes have to be like, what's the word? Like certified to go over water for longer than an hour, right? And that they can't get to another airport, right? That kind of thing. So they have to have a certain certification. It's a big deal. So I'm like, just use that same one, the winglets, whatever the other one was. But they kept saying the next time. And then I was looking like, what are they doing right now that people are going out of San Diego to Hawaii? What are they doing? They did change it to a different plane, and I guess some of them might have been canceled, but this one still said it was the next night. So now they're using them again, I guess since Sunday. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. We'll see. I hope that's not. But yeah, and then so after that, this is what I'm ramping up to, like something possibly coming up, and then I have that. It's right after Valentine's, and then after that week, maybe we'll see what opens up, and I'll have more time. Right now, I'm just kind of like barely hanging on. No worries, just curious. Oh yeah, no worries. So Joan's asking if I know if Tonic sells magazines anymore. I do not know what happened with that. They were, they had a magazine that you used to be able to find like on Craft Stash and had all kinds of dyes. It was really fun. I love buying those magazines. And then they started doing it in-house. So that was a different company, obviously, that was putting the magazine together for them. Obviously, they have contributors, like they're doing their contributions for the magazine, but then it was created by somebody else, a company. And so they started doing it in-house, and then the last time had that, they had, like, the paper and the dyes for everything, but they never put a magazine together for it. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was a sewing one. You guys remember there was, like, a sewing related kit? And then after that, they haven't done another one, so I guess not. I don't know what their plans on that, but it's been a while. Vianney, did you buy the shakers thingy for the button press? No, is that a new thing? I'll check that out. I did see that they brought the button press to HSN, like some bundle, but I didn't see what all was in it because I already have 2, 3 of those. How many do I have? I know I have like I have 2 button presses, don't I? Yeah. I have a Wear My Keepers one, and then I think I have like a like cheaper brand one. No, I don't remember. Let's see. I know. So she said HSN does not ship to Belgium. Yeah, they don't ship really anywhere else, I think, other than the United States, Hawaii, Puerto Rico. Let's see. DP storage. How many DP storage boxes do you have? So curious. Oh gosh, what do I have right here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Probably 8, 16. The ones that are above my head, and there might be a couple more some other places. So I don't know, 16, 18 probably. And they're mostly full, except for the new one that just came in, right? Yeah, I like those boxes. And I might reorganize them, but I think right now I have them pretty good. So, Christmas, alpha sentiments. I'm not sure what that means at this point. I know it's Christmas stuff. Obviously the box is Christmas, so I already know that by that. So this is also Christmas. I think what I meant by Christmas alpha is like alphabets and sentiments that have to do with like Christmas and things like that. Other alphabet sentiments, OG and slimline. OG meaning original gangster, just meaning original stuff like that I got for like the marquee or other things like that. The original auto ship that came along with it. Stencils are also in here, so that's how I have things labeled. And I have the ones that are closer to me, like the ones I kind of go to more often, other than the Christmas, because I love the boxes and I want to see them right here. Let's see. It's a puffy sticker and shaker button kit. It's a separate purchase from the weekly deal. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well then I'll probably throw that in because why not? Marilyn says, I have not seen Tonic adhesive bundle on sale. I know. I love the deluxe adhesive Nuvo Deluxe. It's really great. It's always out of stock, it seems like. It might be in stock right now, but it goes in and out. I think even HSN was carrying it for a time and then it's out there also. I don't know. So Marie says it's like a puffy shaker sticker. I've been waiting since September and they finally have it. Okay, well, I will check it out. I have not tried the Chibi-tronic. Is that the one that moves? Somebody had sent me one, I think, and actually I have it. Oh no, I'm tripping. That's not the same thing. This one is something. Oh, Marie, right? No, yes, Marie has sent me this. Is that what you're asking? Yes, and it's the kind that you go like this and it looks like it's moving. Is that what they do? I still have it right here. I have it right here. I was gonna put it with my Christmas stuff, so right now that I've been organizing, I have it right there, ready to be put up. Shireen's asking if you can tell us what I bought this craft day. So I kind of started buying things last week, didn't I? 2 weeks ago? I think there was like a free shipping time and some of the. Oh, that's what it was. January 5th or 6th or something. Anag Griffin had a show. I didn't buy anything then because it totally I had no idea. Like it came and went and I didn't know anything about it. So I did pick up some of those things. I linked in the description box the other items I picked up right now, which is more Anag Griffin stuff, some other random things possibly. I need to update the list actually whenever I get off here. But the new auto ship for the birthday simply easel cards by Anag Griffin, I got that. The new shoe finishing school. It was interesting. I thought it was interesting. We'll see. Oh, you know what? Can you guys tell me? I didn't look. The finishing school, does it have dies or is it just pieces that are already cut for us? I would love for it to have dies. I think it did. It did have dies, right? Because don't you have to do the shoe kind of around here? Yeah, that's right. Some Valentine stickers, the very specific people's to my aunt on your birthday or things like that. Those stickers. Sentiments. I don't know. The Kirigami hearts. And some of the stuff I already have from before, like those curly Q, the flourishes, like all those dies that say new, I already have them from the past. So I didn't have to pick up too much more. Kimberly's asking, how do you organize them? The things that are in these boxes, they're in the plastic pouches. You can always buy more of them, the pockets. I have a stack of them right there. And so they're just full of that. The same things I showed in the recent video. I don't know where I put anything else. I don't want to get down. I'm on my stool that's kinda high up, and the stuff's over there. But it's basically the plastic pouches that the pockets that come in these boxes, you can buy more of them separately, so I always fill them up and keep going. Do you keep yeah, so Pat's asking if I keep my auto ships together. I do keep them together. You would think that maybe you should put them like the spring ones and the this, but no, I just keep them all together. So, some of these boxes just say auto ships, so I know if I open it, it's gonna be some kind of auto ship. It's the cross stitch or like slimline, whatever, nesting something or other, whatever it is, they're together. So it makes it easy. Sue says she just bought the Madison AG. Oh, the like paper pack or something. It does have dice. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I thought. Oh, hi, Eden. She's always a puppet. There she is. She says, hi, puppet. Do you have an inventory list for all your dice? I do not, Sheila. It's just all up here. It works real well, let me tell you. No, it does and it doesn't. I mean, like with Anna Griffin, some things are so like iconic. Like I know I have that, or there's no way that came out before and I missed it, kind of thing. So yes, I don't know. Do you keep the stencils with the set or put stencils together? So that's a good question. If it's something like a stamp set that did have a stencil with it or whatever, I keep them together. So in the pocket, it'll be everything. Like right now, I have the mega bundle, which unfortunately sold out, guys. I think that was another thing that they only had a few of, the mega bundle of all the stencils that Diane Press brought. And so, like, if these fit in the pocket, I will put these together because I reviewed them at the same time, so I'm gonna put them together. But if not, I'll do like paisley and then the doodle abstract, what do they call it? But yeah, so up here, even if it was uh when was it? What is it today special that Diane Press had that had stencils and stamps and dies? So I keep them all together. I'll put them all together. If they all fit in the thing, I'll put them all together. I hardly ever keep stencils by themselves unless it was just a stencil pack that was by itself. Which, by the way, I have all the stencils that Dime Press brought to their site, but I was focusing on the HSN things right now, so I will definitely try to pull something together very soon for their stencils on their own site. Let's see. Oh, so Deborah, I know we talked about the Today Special right at the beginning and then again a little bit later, but for me, I don't have super much of an opinion on it. Again, I'm sure it works, and if it's the kind of thing you like, I'm sure it'll be great, because it's just something I'm not gonna get into. I've already had one of those machines, very similar, and never really used it. Like I said, I had an old channel, and I'm sure on that channel I reviewed it and then never got back to it again. Like that was it. I'm trying to think. I'm like, did I even put it together like a book or like pictures? It probably was that. It was probably at those days was it 3.5 by 5s or what was the picture size? I mean, people still have that size now, but 4 by 6, and then there used to be little squares, right, back in the 80s, but like the smaller 3.5, 5, whatever it is. And I probably put a bunch of them together and maybe gave it to my mom, or maybe I have it somewhere here, but never more than that. I don't remember really using it at all. But again, it worked then, so I'm sure this machine is gonna work. Like, I think one of the gals here said though that hers never stayed together, so that's something to think about. But hopefully that's not the issue here, right? We'll see. Let's see. I don't think there's enough paper for me. Oh, I know. That is one thing I forget a lot of times. Thank you. It does have dies. Yeah, I remember. I think it has. I remember seeing the die that makes the back of the shoe in the Anna Griffin shoe finishing school, whatever it's called. No worries, Deborah. Yeah, it does look right familiar. Like again, it's We Are Makers, I guess is what they're called now. So they have that cinch machine that's very similar to that Our Story, My Story thing from back in the day. And then they even had that runner that would say label things. What's it called? Like a little printer. I had that same thing. I still have it. I'm pretty sure from back in the day. That never really worked for me, so I didn't get into that either. That co-op, I think, is what they called it now. But back in the day, it was called something else. Hi, Susan. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries, Deborah. I've had that question come up a couple times because we're all here at different times, so no worries. And thanks for being here, guys. Seriously. Did you get the Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Paula. I did get the Anna Griffin shoe auto ship. I was gonna set it up to skip the wingtip, the men's kind of shoe, but then I thought actually it's kind of cute. So we'll see. We have time to make those choices later. Again, I really like the auto ship option. So you can always set up at the beginning to like skip things. And then if you change your mind and it hasn't shipped yet or hasn't been timed to ship yet, you can unskip it. You can say, okay, you go ahead and come on in. Your story. Your story. Yeah, it's a yeah, something like yeah. Oh, your story, my story. I guess it'd be weird. My story. Who made it? Was it Provocraft? I remember the machine being white and blue, and it probably was because literally anything Provocraft I'm picking up, right? The people who do Cricut for the most part. Crafty says the storybook she had one, never used it as well. Yeah. Your story. Yeah. Yeah, I finally destashed mine when I moved here. I know I moved here with it. And I've been here 5 years now. So, but kind of early on, I destashed it. Yeah, she said yes, it was Provocraft. Yes, I am getting the Diamond Press auto ship, of course. So what happens is, if I get the item for review, that doesn't mean I'm going to get the auto ship items, right? Which I would never be like, hey, do you have one laying around or something like that? So I always go ahead and order my own auto ship of whatever it was that I want the auto ship on with Diamond Press, even though I already have the original thing. And that's another one of the things I will destash is that first set because I already have it, right? I know a lot of times people will ask me or email me if I can sell them a certain thing from Tonic that isn't in stock anymore, or Diamond Press or whatever it might be. Like, I don't think it's kosher for me to sell things that I got for review because I just don't feel like that's something I should do. So I don't do that. And a lot of times I want to hold on to it to myself anyway, right? I want to keep those dies and things. So it's for two reasons that I don't sell those things. I just don't think it's kosher. But if you ever see a destash that's a Diamond Press item, it's because it's just a duplicate of one that I picked up, later or whatever it was. So, yeah, Paula says she hardly ever skips Diamond Press auto ships. I know, I don't either. I pretty much just let them all come. uh, but how's your day going? What are you guys picking up? I see, questions about different things, but no one's really said too much about what they've picked up. Emark Colop. I never even used it. Yeah. Oh no. Marie says her husband threw the charging base away, so that's crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? Whenever you find a cord or something. I mean, a whole charge base. I don't know, but that does happen. Dion says a lot of paper. Buying a lot of paper. I know. I love paper packs, and I'm not gonna, I love pattern papers. I love just seeing them. I love having them, and then when it comes down to it, I end up making my own backgrounds, right? So like, I need to get into the habit of pulling that paper. I use colored cardstock all day, just red, blue, green, whatever, all day, every day, all the time. But I need to really use more of my pattern paper. I think what it was is back in the day, I used to do scrapbooking, so you use a whole piece, right? A 12-inch piece of paper, both of them, and then you stack things on top. And then I got used to that and started making mini albums, so I had to keep my papers. And now I don't do that as much, but I still love paper. I think that's, yeah. Julia says she got the finishing school auto ship, so did I, yep. Did you do a tutorial for the Diamond Press Faith Stamp and Dies set? This one? I'm pretty sure if if it's Diamond Press, I'm gonna have a tutorial. But yeah, well, actually, okay, this is He Is Risen, is what it's called. So is that the one we're talking about, or are you talking about a Faith one from like prior releases? Because I do have those, and I do have another one that has a cross. I have a couple actually that have crosses. But this is the one that just came out. He Is Risen. Yeah. Oh, Jean says she got He Is Risen, auto ship, large sentiments, paper. Yes. Got the Diamond Press kits. The little bag is so cute. Like I cannot let this auto ship go. I have to get this auto ship. I love the bag auto ships or like things that make little things like that. So for sure, getting on that. And then Anna Griffin, whatever she had an auto ship, I'm on it. I don't see if there's any sort of discount from HSN whenever I've clicked the link. So Patricia, me personally, I don't have discounts with HSN. The discount is for Diamond Press. And I get that question a lot. HSN's not going to give me a discount. So I don't think they do that. They'll have coupons, right? And even if I see a coupon, like when I log in, I used to tell people about it. I'm like, oh, hey, there's this coupon or whatever. And then people are like, oh, it's not working for me. It's because they specifically tailor it to you. So if they show it to you, then you can use it. There's some that are more generic where, yeah, everyone can use it. But a lot of times it's just for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It may not work for other people. So that's not to say they won't put out that same code for a lot of people, but only if they addressed it to you. Does that make sense? So, yeah. That reminded me of something. Oh yeah, just right now, with the Alaska Airlines, they sent my husband an email yesterday, I guess, saying, "Hey, we're back on track. You know, all our planes, whatever." And they gave him a 40% discount code for like a future booking. And then it's funny. Later on, I was in my email, and I usually book my mom on Alaska when she comes out to visit, so it's her name, but it's my email. You know, I booked the thing and all that. And it gave me 30% off, and it's exactly the same, but it says 30% off. I was like, "What?" And it made me laugh because I was like, "What is that about?" Because, like, whenever I have my mom, it's just from Central Valley to Southern California, so they're like, "Oh, they don't really do too much. We'll give them 30% off." And then my husband, since he has the Hawaii trip booked on his stuff, they give him 40% off discount code, and I was like, "That's not right." But anyway, so it happens, you know, that's what they do. So again, VCDP10 is only on mydyeandpress.com. I have a 10% off with Ecstasy Crafts, and that's the link should just provide it. Like it'll just come off at the discount code at the end. But if not, there's also a discount code for you to use on that one too. But not with HSN. So I'm sorry. Someone Jackie says she ordered the We Are Makers thermal. Okay, awesome. Let me know honestly what you guys think when it comes in. Because like I said, I don't see that I don't think that machine's gonna be problematic because it's something that's been done, and I'm sure it's great. Oh yeah, Crafts Campaign hydrangea paper, but the big bundle. Do you think Deep will fix the bunny dye? D, I forgot to email about that because I've just been kind of wrapped up and busy, and but I will email about that. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to speak for them. I hope so. You know, or maybe I just got one because again, I get samples. I don't know. Hopefully it's in working order. Civi says she bought the Today Special. Yeah, some extras for the Today Special, and the He Is Risen set with Dime Press. Yeah, it's a really nice set. Order the Caterpillar crease. Hopefully it will work well. Have trouble with scoring. Yeah, Caterpillar's been making their scoring tools and those kind of things for a long time, and it's been great. I want to say I had one early on, or was that Purple Cow? Was it Purple Cow? There was some company I remember. It probably was Caterpillar. It was probably both of them, to be honest. I've tried them all. Dee Dee says she bought the Creative Expressions Canvas collection by Jamie Rogers. Oh, I'll check that out. I don't know what that is. I love Creative Expressions, though. They have such great items. Got the Today Special. There's what Jen says. Hope it works well. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be problematic. I know there are some other things that are kind of like interesting and maybe, but this one I don't see it being an issue. It's going to heat up your glue and just get it in there. I think. Let's see. So now it doesn't work. Call them and then sell it separate. Oh no. Joe or Marie was just saying about her co-op. That's a bummer. Let's see. Deanna says she went to bed at 11:15 p.m. then woke up at 2 a.m. and then back at 3:30. Oh no, that's not great. Deborah, try the warm and cool color sets. Yeah, so Dieta, our friend here, I think she was asking like if I can get with Dime Press. You guys can all email them. I'm telling you, you can email Dime Press. They will respond. They're really responsive about anything, any issue or requests, things like that. And she was requesting the ink sets that maybe more of what's the word, like basic colors in one kit, you know what I'm saying, instead of just like pink and blue. I understand why they did that and I like that, but if you want just like red, green, yellow, and whatever, something in the one thing, I think since it's usually 6 to 7 colors for the rainbow, the four, you still have to kind of split it up, and I think that's probably what they were thinking about. But most people do like what, red, blue, yellow, and like green on an ink pad. I don't know. In a quad. Granny says she spent way too much. Hopefully Hub's home when it's delivered. I know. The other day, telling you, it's a huge box that I'm like, oh no, this doesn't look good. But there was no reason for it. I don't know. Sometimes HSN does that. Either way. Let me see. I noticed that LDRS, where we're at, has impression dies on their site. Now HSN, have you tried those with Letterpress or Glimmer board? So Jean's asking about the LDRS Creative impression dies, right? Which are letterpress dies, which are created for the Letterpress. And yes, I have tutorials on them, and I have many of them, and they're great. I mean, if you like letterpress, they work really well. And the last video I did, do I have them where? Let me see. Okay, I thought maybe I had my cards here. I'm sure they're there. I used the LGS Creative hybrid inks on the letterpress, or like, as I was using it. Sorry, it's like, let me bend down out of view here. And they work so well. I was so impressed by that. Like, so juicy and so vibrant, really pretty. And of course, they have like a couple hundreds of colors, so it's really nice. Not every ink is going to work real well, and I have a feeling because it's a hybrid, it's a pigment with the dye. The pigment is really what you want for it to stick. The archival inks, again, I assume are pigment inks, I forgot. I always feel like they're oily based, they're a little thicker, a little sticky. But the LGS Creative hybrid inks worked really well, so I'm assuming most hybrid inks probably will work really well with them, and that really opens up the colors that you can um, better press with, right? But yeah, I have tons of, well, I wouldn't say tons, but a few videos using the LGS Creative impressions dies or plates. Actually, some of them are plates and dies. So there you go. HSN available in the UK. Nessa's asking. I don't think so. Are they now? I think QVC is out there, right? Because I want to say Crafts Companion is on QVC over there. No, I don't know. They're the same company anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure. Um, yeah, yeah. Now you said your story. I do have that. Never used it. Deborah's like, oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I know. It sounds fun, and it's really cute. If you use it, you're gonna love it, I think. And if you don't, then it's just there. Right? So I think if it's the kind of thing you like, it's gonna be fine. Um, Pat says she just got the marquee stamp and die stamp in the mail yesterday. Oh, the marquee. I know. Whenever I saw those marquee, like I'm thinking about the machine. It's marquee, like the signs. Yeah. If you get it, check that your stamps are okay. Or so it was missing some of the letters. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad they at least have some to replace that with. That's crazy. Yeah. So, oh, that's another thing. Really quick. Tomorrow is the 31st, right? Isn't there 31? There are 31 days. Okay. If you ordered anything from HSN since what, October? I want to say they had changed it sometimes with like mid September, but October, it's already their extended return period for like holiday stuff. So let's say you bought something in October because you were going to give it to somebody at Christmas, but obviously, if something's wrong with it, you can't return it because that's outside the 30 days. So they extend it until January 31st. So you have until tomorrow if there's something that you had an issue with that you haven't gone around or you haven't checked it yet, because I know how we are. I know we're going to buy things and we haven't looked at it. Open the box at least, take a peek, make sure everything's good before the day passes you up, because tomorrow will be the last day to return things, even if, just because you want to return it or because there's a problem with it, right? And please always let them know when there's a problem with it, because you don't need to pay for return shipping. And a lot of times, if that happens and there's something I'm kind of iffy about, I'll return both of them together and they pick up the shipping, because you're going to return it anyway, right? Something that it didn't work or is defective. So just know that in case there is something that you were intending to return, don't forget that's tomorrow's the last day. And maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know that you could return things with the extended holiday return. Let's see. Oh, thank you guys. I got some hearts on that one. Let's see. Yeah, so this is, I think you just have to be realistic about the type of books it will create and bind. She's talking about the cinch. Actually, I remember when the cinch came out, I bought one and it was like $50. What time is it? Oh, my son's home. At Scrapbook Expo, and then I just had it in the box. I never used it because I had the Zutter or Zig. What was the brand? Like the other one where it has like the metal rings. So I bought it because I'm like, oh, everyone has a cinch, and then I just ended up selling it basically for the $50 because it's still like $100 machine or whatever. Whenever I sold it a few years back, so I bought it for 50 and I sold it for 50, brand new in the box. But that's because I had a different type of binding system already. Let's see. Let's see. I wasn't gonna get all the DP inks, but I have a complete set syndrome. I know. Rhonda says she wasn't gonna get all the inks, but she has a complete set syndrome, so she caved. I know, and you know what? You're gonna have all the colors, and I wouldn't regret it. So I'm gonna say about that. Like I have a ton of close to my heart colors, ink colors, because that's what I used to sell close to my heart. And really, when I mean sell, I mean buy it myself and have a discount. So anyway, and I had some videos and things like that, but it was really more because obviously it's my hobby, and they're still great. Oh my gosh, those inks are crazy. They're perfectly good, and it's been, oh my gosh, 10 years longer. But yeah, do the dye press ink stain the stamps? I honestly, I've only used them for what you guys have seen, like what I was doing, and then I stamped some of the Easter stamps. Let me see if it's still near me. Oh, you know what? I put it away. It's up in a box up here. I've been trying to put things away now as I'm using them, not just put it to the side for later to put away. Um, no, they're water-based dye inks. I would say the ones that do that the most are probably like dark colors or like red. They're gonna do it anyway, but if you rinse it off pretty quickly, it should be okay. I think pigment inks, hybrid inks are usually more stainy, but it's a water-based ink. And if you use like the stamp spray, even better, right? It should come away pretty quickly. But I didn't notice that. But I did use very light colors. I used what I used blue, pink, black yesterday. When did I do the basket? I think I did it last night, but I released the video this morning. But I didn't notice that they were stained. So it's still too early for me to really assure you of that. But what I saw was pretty good. Let's see. Yep. DP inks. QVC is only in the UK, or Crafts and Companion on QVC in the UK. Yes, of course. Boss about the puffy sticker and shaker button set. Okay, yeah, I need to get that. Will the ink pads be sold on DP website? That's a good question. Look at it. I didn't ask that question because they're just brand new on HSN. I assume they will because I know they brought out their other kits to their website later, right? Remember the box, like the box sets? I know the reinkers are there. They wouldn't go into doing the whole reinkers thing if they're not going to also still have a way to pick up the main sets, you know? So I assume they will. But I don't know that right now. Hey, Sandra, she says, hello, Miss Vianney. I absolutely love all your videos. Love DP because of your reviews. Thank you. Learning so much. The only thing I have bought so far today is the We Are Makers sticky folio. Oh yeah, I saw that. What it? Oh, okay. That reminds me. So on Diamond Press's site, they brought the tote bags. If you guys remember the gray tote bag or like the teal color tote bag that they had for their Today Special that you can pick up, and like pink and purple and all these different colors on their website. So we'll talk about that later because I haven't had a video to talk about that. They also have some sticky paper too, which I don't know anything about. I don't know if I have it here because I know I just recently got a box from them. It might be in there for review. I don't know anything about it, but if you guys like that kind of thing, they have on their site. They have more of their glue, refills, the bottles by themselves, things like that. So really great. So Granny says she loves her sticky folio. I remember the first time I saw something like that was a company, I can't remember their name. It's like Fulton and Son or Fuller. It didn't really have like a flashy name, but I would see them all the time at the scrapbook expos. I forgot their name. You guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway, they came out with that, like basically the 2 sheets with like little tiny micro dots all over. Because they do very fine like stenciling and like dyes, and the stuff they do is very fancy. I can't remember the name of the company right now, but that's the first time I saw it. So I think a lot of people are coming out with that same kind of thing. Let's see. Patricia says, I love AG, but I'm not feeling the shoe dyes. Now you better don't say that. I'm just kidding. Anag Griffin has some very some followers that are they'll let you know what you think if you think something's not quite right. So like I know from experience in my videos, if there's something where I'm like, I don't know, they're like, I'll hear about it. But they're like Taylor Swift fans. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love all her stuff, and you guys know that. I collect it. If it didn't work, oh well, I keep it. Like whatever. I think only one time I returned something because it was that pop-up flower pot. I was just like, no, because it was tearing. There's one thing about working and not working, but ripping the thing and the person like it was tearing, and I was not going to try to do anything to make that work. So I sent it back. But I did get the shoes after all because I was looking at it. I convinced myself that it'll be okay, so I grabbed them. But that's so funny you say that because I was the same thing. I was like, and I kind of got off the page, and then later I was like, I need to get them. So funny. Okay, good. Susan, she just stopped the 50% off sale. Oh, on Diamond Press, yes, yeah. So they just brought out some new items after that time. They're bringing all kinds of different things, so they're just letting it go as they get it, Fish says, no kidding, Ari. You people. I love Anag Griffin, but I said no to the shoe also. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to admit it, you guys. You guys are so funny. Granny says, same on the shoes. It was honestly that I thought that was like something totally different from Anna Griffin, and she'll even say, like, whenever she has, like, bright colors or things that's not typical. I think there was, like, some animal print papers before, and she'll say herself, like, "Oh, this is totally different," but, it has a very Victorian look. I don't know. I'm gonna try it, you guys. We'll see. Sharon says, "Me as well on the shoes." Okay, the shoes are not doing it, huh? Netwear says she bought the AG perfume box, which I would have bought too, but I did buy her Create 9 box when it was on, like, half price sale on her site, so that should be in that box. Another thing is I should go through, I didn't even check that box, I need to. I was gonna do a live and open it, even though it was after Create 9, like, I didn't go to Create 9, but I haven't done that, so hopefully we'll see. It's a safe space here for everything, you guys. Whatever, obviously, we all have different tastes, even though they might be similar. Um, it's okay. I know I used to be a huge collector of everything Crafter's Companion, then I had to really like, okay, girl, because they had so many releases. Like I can't possibly keep buying every. But with Anna, if it's papers or whatever, yeah, there's always room for a little more. It's not like a big, huge collection, for the most part. So I guess there's no shoes for me. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'll be the only one here playing with them shoes. That's too funny. Let's see. I think that is what I did with the two-day special. I bought it. She thought about it for about 2 hours and then had, oh, what if they sell out and decide I want it? Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. Positively Creative says she got the present easel card dies, but was not feeling the shoes. We'll see. The shoes are gonna prove you guys like you're gonna have missed out. I'm just joking. But yeah, so you'll see in the description box. I linked the things I did buy. I linked all the items I reviewed, and then we'll see. We'll see. We'll see about the shoes, guys. What if you put the shoe on top of a box? It doesn't have to be a card because I have a feeling it's kind of like that high, right? At least the sole part of it, the way it kind of curves around. I don't know, or I don't know if that's the sole, but the back part of the shoe. But I think what if you put it like in a box? It'll be very cute. Okay, we're gonna do the shoes. Well, I'm gonna do the shoe, and we'll see. Carrot Lucy says yes, FOMO. Yeah, I'm telling you. Did anyone else have problems with the sticky folio? I hope not, but I'm sure people will let you know. Patricia says she did the purse auto ship. Are you talking about before? Because I think the purse is done. I think is there any more? Unless there's a new one. If there's a new one, then I need to find that because I didn't see that. I love the purses, shoes not so much. Yeah. I want to buy the shoes. The sneakers were super cute. Oh, okay, there you go. So, again, if you do the auto ship, you can skip the ones you don't want. You can keep the ones you do, and you can have that set up already. So Patricia says, yeah, the purse just finished. I know, it's so cute. I actually have my little purses right here still. The one I worked on the other day. This one. Oh, thank you, Peg. I don't even know if Peg saw that video of Peg Zalesnik, if she's here. But I got these things from her swap from last year. So that's how I finished off my little purse. But how cute is that? I have a whole tutorial on this guy. It's kind of funny. In this last tutorial, people were telling me some different things and about how they use, whatever it was. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I've been making tutorial on this for like almost a year now. And the same things I had mentioned, I had already done, right? Putting the side gussets. And I think I had the first video on doing that. So I don't know, but things go around and they come back. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I'm afraid of crochet videos. Cause like, if I adapt something or make it up myself or whatever, and people are like, oh, this person did that 10 years ago, or like, girl, people have been crocheting for like over 100 years. I don't think anybody has any, if it's a traditional square, in my opinion, obviously it's already out there. It's like fair use, common use, kind of thing. If someone created like a sweater that we've never seen, yeah, sure, obviously that's yours. But it's very kind of picky on that kind of thing. And so that's why I'm like, do I really want to even delve into this area? I don't know. But like this thing, you guys saw me like completely do it here on the vid. I didn't even have an idea what I was thinking about what I was gonna do to finish it. I was just like, oh, let's just start doing this, and it worked out. But other things, people are like, oh, this other person did that, last month or whatever. And it's like, okay, cool. I don't know. Oh, Patricia says nice. Did not see the first video. I know, and I put out tons of videos, you guys, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to wrap it up pretty soon here though, because my son just got home from work and I don't know if he ate lunch yet or if the lunch is, because a lot of times he'll come in, he'll go right to the kitchen, which is right here, and then he knew I was gonna do a live and I don't want to keep him out of the kitchen in case he needs to eat. But E. Colin or Colin says, I missed out on the purse auto ship, so have been waiting to collect them individually. I know I missed out on like the slimline dies that Anna had put out, and I've been, yes, as soon as I see it, I buy it, and I think that's done with, so that's good. Elizabeth and Company, was that what it was? Yeah. Is there any hints or limited edition stuff we can hear about the new swap for a special live guest? Huh? No. No, I don't. No one's telling me anything, guys. A lot of times, if uh, if I have a product, right, that I need to make a review on, obviously I receive it a little bit earlier. But what I like with Spellbinders is that they have coming soon, so you can even see about it, so I can start talking about it. There are some things that obviously, they don't want out yet, or like different companies, and I don't talk about anything really, just out of respect for those kinds of things, unless I've been told like, hey, you can mention this, or then sure. But I'm not gonna do that. And then I'm not doing any swaps right now or even later. Like I said, it probably be down the road, guys. I know Susan, so she says two people can have the same idea, it happens. And it does. And like, I don't know. I just don't like getting into that. I remember on my old channel, there was a lot of drama about different things. And I'm like, I'm not into drama. Let's leave that out of here. Oh, thank you. Marisa says she loves your videos from Chula Vista, which is not too far from here, and hopefully you guys will be okay through that rain. Oh my gosh, it is coming. I would like to do like a get together with some crafty people if they wanted to show up. And there's some wineries out here I like to go to, and I've mentioned that before. I think that would be really fun. My husband's like, "Well, you need to have something for people to do though," and I'm like, "Okay, so I have to like I don't know what, or just to get together, right? Meet and greet, whatever." I think it'd be fun because I know a lot of my girls are out here in Southern California too, or if you want to come not too far or however, that's up to you, right? But I think that'd be fun. I have to really work it out. There's one winery in particular I go to quite often. They know me by name, and when I get there, oh, whatever. I have a feeling that they would be helpful in putting something like that together if we wanted to do that. And it's really pretty. So, um, have you tried making a clover quick yo-yo maker? Is it the one that looks like this, like the Dollar Tree one? I meant to make a video on this like right away, guys, and I didn't. But I know there's other people who have videos on it, so I'm sure you can check it out. It looks very much like the clover one. Uh, but I think I have a clover pom-pom video. If I don't, it must have been on my old channel, but I don't know. Jacqueline says she wants the purses, but waiting to see if they reduce in price. Yeah. I know sometimes they'll have a really good deal and they just go right back to like the regular price. So I don't know. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Let's see. Moved from the Valley 8 years ago. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. So you're in Texas now, right? My I think I have a pretty good memory, but guys, it is going. That's why I laugh when I'm like, "Oh, I have it all up here." Like, sure you do. You know where I can purchase Anag Griffin's retired dies? To be honest, Monica, because I'm like that too, or I'll go on eBay and I'll like every once in a while I'll remember I'm like, "Oh, that's right, I wanted to look for this," and I'll like look for whatever it might be, and every couple months I'll do that. Anag Griffin herself might have some older dies on her site, but not a lot. All right, guys. Well, no, seriously, thank you so much. Yeah, I meant to do an hour and it's going for an hour and a half because, like I said, maybe the boy needs to eat. I super appreciate. Oh, and I have to go pick up Miranda. Oh my gosh. Yeah, in like 20 minutes. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. It was really fun. I hope to do this more often. And like I said, maybe a crafty time that would be really fun. I think I did that 1 or 2 times with some Tonic items. Um, and it was fun because I was able to like, oh, should we cut this out of pink paper or like this, whatever color paper or coral or something, and then you guys would tell me in the chat and we would kind of play with it that way, and that was always a lot of fun. So maybe we'll do that again. It's not super important that you see my face and then see my hands. Maybe we'll just do hands, right? So things like that. But hopefully I'll get this worked out and step into the, what century is this? Whatever. And start doing more lives that are a little more, interactive and stuff. I think that'd be really fun. So thank you guys so much. Again, whatever I've worked on, please check out the videos. I think I released a couple videos today and didn't have the most views, but that's okay because I know people are just like, okay, I reshopped. I'm kind of tired. But please check them out. I would really appreciate it. And there's one more video today I'll be releasing for the Elvira's Creative boutique. This little guy. Look how cute. And I put it behind like a window. Well, it's just acetate. You guys know that. But That was super cute. So keep an eye out for that, and tutorials and all the things I picked up and things like that coming soon, I hope. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. If I don't talk to you all before this rain hits us out here in Southern California, be safe everywhere. You guys are the best. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Thank you. Uh, Super appreciate you guys, all your time. 40,000. We're like over 100 more than that, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. And let me know any suggestions, of what you would like to see. More of this, more of that. I love to hear it, and it helps me out too to know what you guys are thinking to have something like that going for us. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna hang it up now. All right. All right. I don't even know how to do that anymore. Oh my god, it's been so long. Okay, I think I pressed the X. All right. Bye, guys.